Hey, let's go. Happy Friday. One of the classics. Probably two of my favorites. Probably my favorite rapper, and we know that's the King R&B. It's an album, a collab that came out in the 2000s. When you got two big egos, it don't work. But they were able to produce two albums, Best of Both Worlds. They did a tour, but the tour didn't last long. Kels needed a whole lot of attention. Jigga wasn't giving it to him. So the concert was a big mess. So the few that they did have were amazing from what I heard, but the tour didn't go on as long as it should have. So hey, what's up? It's Friday. We here. Happy Friday to you. Right, today I'm doing a Kona Big Wave. Nice little beer out of Cali. If you go to the bar, you get what's called a beach bun. You mix a Kona Big Wave with a mango cart. That'll be next on the agenda as we hit happy hour later on today. Hey, but shout out week 2, week 3 of the NBA. Man, a lot going on week 2. A lot going on in the league. But here's one of the things that's pissing me off is the ability to be a fan and a viewer and watch these games, man. This is killing me right now. I'm not sure what platform everybody uses. I know you got DirecTV, you got Xfinity, you got Dish. I use YouTube TV. Cut the cord a long time ago. Actually, it's been great. Great experience. I love it. This year has been very challenging. Couple of things happened. Well, the main thing, two things happened. One, the NBA has really switched up how they have granted the access broadcasting rights to these NBA games. So now we have games going in between Prime. You get a Prime game on Friday night. As you know, they already got football too. So you get a Prime on Friday night. Then you get ESPN games like Monday and Wednesday or something like that. And then I think one night you get NBC Peacock. They get a doubleheader. But that's messed up because one game is on NBC, the late game is on Peacock. So you need 2 to 3 to 4 streaming services to watch these games. And if you get League Pass is now on Prime. It used to be on YouTube. While it was great on YouTube, you get the quad box and everything, Prime is lacking. Their platform is just not as good. The broadband, whatever they're doing, even the games don't look as good. Like, no 4K. It's just bad. I'm not a big fan of Prime. Football's a little better, but this basketball thing has been an epic fail. League Pass on Prime. But they got us. Because you either get it through Prime or you get it through the NBA app or your provider. And it's no longer an option. No, I think the only way you can get it is NBA and YouTube. Maybe some of the bigger cable providers have it. But YouTube, you can't buy it. I used to buy it through YouTube. You can't do that anymore. So that's been a mess. And then you add on top of this, YouTube is in a fight with Disney now over their contract. So we have not had ESPN, Disney channels, ESPN, Fox for the last 2 weeks now. Now, this happened back in 21 and 22, I think, but it was resolved in 24 hours. We're going on 2 weeks now. They say they're going to give us a credit, but it's a problem. I had to go out and get the ESPN app, that new app, $29 a month. Just to watch, I wanted to watch that the Lakers Spurs game. So either you sit in the bar all night, which, not a problem. We can do that. But all these games you're going to miss. So ended up getting the ESPN app for now. YouTube TV said they'll give you a credit. So it'll be a wash, but it's just a pain, right? You got multiple platforms you have to go to. So that's my gripe. That's my bitch for today. Hopefully everything get fixed. The Prime won't get fixed. For League Pass, but hopefully they get a lot of feedback and they revisit that next year. But anyway, so let's get to the association. We got that gripe out the way. Drama free so far outside of my man Ja and Jaylen Brown. So I'm gonna give you the funny part first. So I don't know if y'all been following this Jaylen Brown hair thing, man. And he just needs to just cut it off, Jaylen. Just I don't know what happened. You lost your hair, maybe you're stressed, your hairline going back. Stephen A got through it, LeBron got through it. But Jaylen Brown is leaving Beijing Cocoa Bean number 5 on people's jersey. Now, a lot of y'all may not know about that Beijing. I used to dye this here, $5. dyed up real nice and dark, give you about 10 years. But Jaylen Brown is dyeing his hair, and in the course of the game, is getting on people's jerseys. He needs to stop, man. Just let it go. Shave your head. Go hoop, man. Getting this stuff on people's jerseys is just not right, man. Just wrong. But anyway, that's our funny for today. Now, the next one, this Ja Morant thing, man, that's going on. And it might be overblown. He's not getting along with the coach. And it happens, right? You go back and look years, Magic. You look at the Magic, Paul Westphal, he ended up getting coach fired, went on, turned out great. Jordan, Doug Collins, gone. Phil comes in, turned out great. This thing with Ja, and you got this European coach of Philly or whatever his name is. So he's coming in with a new system. And this is not quite a platoon, but it's close to a platoon system. And the only other time, so for you guys that don't know, the platoon is subbing 5 in, 5 out. And in my background, what I've seen, that only works if you have 9 to 10, 8 to 10 really exceptional players. You got to have a very deep bench. Now, I only know 2 teams that have done it successfully. The 2014, actually probably the same year, the 2014 Illinois Knights. That's just a joke, y'all. That was my old AAU team, but we did it. We were pretty good at it. And the 2014-15 Kentucky Wildcats. That team had the Harrison Trends, Trey Lyles, Willie Cauley-Stein, Cat, Tyler Eulers, Devin Booker, Dakari Johnson. Like, they had a lot of talent. They were able to do it. That team went 38-1. What they're doing, in the NBA, that's kind of hard because you have superstars. So he's trying, and that limits your superstar, right? So his time is going down. So this is why Ja is pissed. Like, this ain't working for him. If you want to sub 4 and leave Ja on the floor, then fine. But you can't. I just don't see it working with a superstar because they want their minutes. And what you get is an unhappy guy, and this is what Ja is going through right now. So, and I know Ja gets a lot of beef, a lot of bad press, and he's been fine the last couple of years. We got the gun thing out the way. He's been cool. And most superstars are going to have a moment where they're going to bitch about something. And 9 times out of 10, it comes around coaching or, how things are being run. And this is a problem for Ja. And he'll figure it out. I think they'll work through this. He got the 1-game suspension because bad interview. Everything he pointed back to the coaching staff, so he was a little pissed. You put the mic in front of a guy after a loss, it's 50-50. Depending on the maturity level. And we know Ja's not the most mature. He's improving. But he was pissed. And rightfully so. I'm going to be the first to tell you, man, I just lose it in a loss, coaching, playing, otherwise. Thank God I was never good enough that they put a mic in my face. But let's cut Ja some slack, man. He's trying. He was pissed. They gave him the 1-game suspension. That's fine. But y'all still got to pay him $180 million. So eventually they got to figure this out. For this to work. So hopefully that'll pass. But anyway, other than that, the league is kind of quiet. I tell you what we do have. I was looking at the injuries, man. I want to read a list to you guys. It's a lot of dudes that are hurt right now. And I don't know if this is a factor of off-season conditioning or the lack of, or guys' bodies just breaking down. Now, AD, we know. AD is just his body. He can do all the conditioning work. He came a little overweight. He's out. Zion, same thing. Zion out a couple of games. Trae Young, he's out for 4 weeks. I think he got a calf strain. LaMelo, ankle. He's had ankle injuries from day one. Him and his brother, them damn shoes. Kobe White should be back. He had a calf strain. Both Kawhi and Harden are out tonight. They're listed as day-to-day. Austin Reeves has a groin injury. Bam is out with a foot injury. Ant-Man has a bad hamstring. Dylan Brooks, groin. Sabonis, a rib injury. I think he might have got hit. Dylan Harper, starting off great as a rookie. He got a calf strain. And then you got Walker. This one hurts because we were just talking about him. Walker Kessler. He's out for the season. He blew his shoulder out. So I don't know if these guys are just not taking care. And I hate to say it, I'm going to give this guy kudos. He's out right now, LeBron. But LeBron always took care of his body. I don't know how much he invested or if it was steroids or he got a great team around him. But I feel that some of these guys are not taking care of their bodies during the offseason. And I know you got to get your money. You got to do your promos. You got to do whatever. But I think your conditioning should be a priority. You hear about guys waiting a month in, and now you're going to have surgery. Dude, you knew you were hurt when the season ended. Get that surgery, get it done, get it over with, so you're ready for training camp. So there's some selfishness, involved in this, but it's really interesting the amount of injuries we've seen already to start this season. So we got to keep watching that. And I don't know if all of this is load management, but definitely something to keep watch of and see if it continues. But moving on. So we had a great week. We had some really good games, man. Like I said, this season's been off to a great start. We had and the Bulls, to all my Bulls fans, Chicago folks, y'all can get a lot of coverage today because actually y'all playing well. Bulls are playing great. Good games this week for the Bulls. They had two. They hit the Knicks. 1-1. The only loss for the Bulls so far this season. They beat them once. They had a great game. Giddy is hooping. 32, 10, and 9 in the first win. Almost a triple-double in the second win. Vooch is just killing, man. He's playing at just a high level right now, man. Even I'll talk about the next game. But for the Bulls, you think about where the Bulls were last year. The Knicks are supposedly a contender, a title contender, and the Bulls are right there neck and neck with them right now. And you still got Kobe White to get back on the court. So I like where the Bulls are at, what they're doing. I think hats off to Billy Donovan. If you watch them, a lot of ball movement, and I think that's the key to what they're doing right now. They don't have this dominant score, even though Josh Giddey, I'm going to say he's the guy. He's number one. Mattis is coming on. Vooch is probably 1A, 1B, right? Giddey and Vooch. They're carrying the weight. AO is playing great coming off the bench. So you look at the Bulls, and the Bulls had a good week. So then you also had an exciting game, the Bulls and the Sixers. Sixers are playing well, and Embiid's a little down because he's not getting – they still kind of got him on the restrictions. But you know what? Good for them because we all know that Embiid, he's another one. He's going to get hurt. So manage his time right now. You need him at the end of the season more than you need him now. If he gives you 20 good minutes, that's fine because you got great guard wing play. Oubre, VJ, Tyrese Maxey hooping. But they had the Bulls down. They had them down 24 in the first half. Bulls clawed their way back to about 11 in the fourth, and then Giddey put on another show. What did he do? He had a triple-double in that game. But he made a nice assist. We got Vooch on the end. Vooch hits a game winner. Bulls go home. Pack your bags. We out here. So, again, I told you you're going to hear a lot about the Bulls. Then the game I was telling you about, the other game I wanted to see was Lakers-Spurs. So another one, man. Luka, so no Austin Reeves, no LeBron. This team is different right now. And I know I've been very critical of them. I like the Marcus Smart pickup because he gives him some toughness to go aside Luka. And it helps him defensively. Marcus Smart was Marcus Smart in this game. And I'm going to tell you something I noticed in regards to Wemby. Wemby had an okay game, but he still needs to hit the weight room. Marcus Smart was getting up under him, bodying him, and keeping him in his sweet spot, kind of in that lower post, lower mid-range spot to get the ball because he's kind of gotten off of the shooting the three now. So he likes that high post, mid post to get his looks. And Marcus Smart just wasn't making it easy for him. And I wonder if teams are going to start taking this approach to getting more physical with Wemby. If he gets the ball on the face-up, you're kind of on the island. But if he tries to get that post and you put somebody in his back, I mean, you're only going to be at his legs. But even if you can push him out of position, which I think is pretty easy because he's still lightning pants, it's a problem. But Luka was Luka. Luka 35, 9, and 13. A wild ending. So Lakers go up. They're up. They're down. They're up. They get the ball. They take the ball out of bounds. Gary get an easy layup. Marcus Smart's foot was not out of bounds. So the ball comes back. San Antonio gets one last shot at the ball. Champagne gets the ball, gets fouled, 2 free throws. This man blew the free throws. Man, that's all you got to do is a free throw. Just hit your free throws, dude. And so that's how they lost the game. But it was a great game. Back and forth. San Antonio's there. The Lakers are surprisingly better than I thought they were going to be. And that's a testament right now to Luka, man. Austin Reeves, too, but he was out. Luka is a one-man. He's a gun. He can do whatever he wants to do on the court, and it's ridiculous right now. So those were the top. That's, a lot of games. We had OKC take their first loss this week. to Portland. Portland's a good team, up and coming. So a lot of games, a lot of good activity, man. Just keep watching. Get the league. I don't know, some of you all may have it, may not, but I watch it. I pop on everything. But those were our games this for the week. Top performers. Not a lot of 40-point games this week. Donovan Mitchell, I think he was the only guy. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he was the only guy that hit 40. He had 46 the other night. It went crazy. He had 37. So Donovan's shooting about 64% this week. So he had a great week. So shout out to Donovan Mitchell. Other top performers, Joker. 7 out of 8 games this week he's had triple-double. He put up another one of those crazy 30, 15, 15 triple-doubles the other night in a win. Luka's got a couple triple-doubles under his belt. Shout out to Russell Westbrook. He got his first one of the year, top rebounding guard of all time. He actually claimed it as the best, but they've moved Russ into the starting lineup, and he's killing right now. They're figuring it out. They got a lot of veterans. They'll figure it out between him. You got Malik Monk coming off the bench. You got Schroeder, Levine, DeRozan. They're going to figure it out. Sabonis is out for a little bit. If Christie can get this team together, they may be something to watch if they can figure it out. Jaden Duren, 20-20. I think this might be the 5th time he's had a 20-20 game. This kid is year 2, I believe. And Detroit just has a great foundation. We're going to talk about them a little bit too. Detroit has a great foundation with the youth that they have. And old Tobias Harris is hanging in there, man. He's been consistent. He's been a leader. And then Cade Cunningham is coming to his own, man. All NBA. He had 21 and 18 assist game, man. I've been a Cade fan since he came out of school. And he's just, every year he gets a little bit better. He made that all NBA, and I think nothing but greatness is going to come from here. So those are your top performers from the week. So we're going to keep it rolling, man. It's Friday. We're going to get this out here for y'all. Plus, we got the Emirates Cup tonight. We got some good games I'll tell you about. So those are from the performers. Now I want to get into our power rankings for the week. You know, where we are to date, I should say. I won't say the week, but where we are to date. And again, you know, the things are going to change throughout the course of the year. But right now, I'm going to give you the top 5 in the West, and I'm going to go to the top 5 in the East. And we're going to go from 5 to 1. San Antonio slid a notch. Right now, I got them at number 5. Still good. I still like them. Not anything bound. Wemby has come down to earth. He had a great start. A few great games, but he's down to earth now. But tonight, he got to show up. Spurs, Rockets. I'll talk about the Rockets here in a few spots. Big game. See how Wemby can turn it around. And Dylan Harper's out, man. Dylan Harper started off, number 2 pick. Great start. I only think he's going to miss a few games. Nothing long term. But he's out, but they're going to miss his points. He's averaging about 14 coming off the bench. So let's see what they do tonight, because this is going to lead into, this could shift us for next week. Number 4 are the Nuggets, man. And the Nuggets are just, as long as you got the Joker, you got a chance. The team this is still the core of the championship team is here. Gordon, Murray, Braun is playing well, man. He's coming to his own. He's turned into a very solid pro, but the kid's been a winner all his life. The problem, and I'm not going to say the problem, they have to figure out how to get Cam Thomas going. He's just not there yet. He's been struggling. Cam's been struggling. Cam Johnson, I mean, he's been struggling. So he's having like 8 a game. Well, your boy Michael over there, Michael's going to be in my prop bet for tonight too. MPJ over there just shooting. He got the green light, and it's probably the best thing ever happened to him. He just shooting. But the Nuggets, Hardaway shooting 45%. So they have the pieces. They'll continue. They'll be fine. Like this is a contender. The Nuggets will be fine. Like I said, as long as you got Joker. Murray seems to be back healthy. He's doing his thing. Aaron Gordon has some great games. I like the Nuggets at 4. Probably going to move up, replacing the number 2 or 3. Number 3 right now are the Rockets, man. And they've won like 5 in a row. This has been KD. This may be the best roster KD's had in a long time, maybe since OKC. I'm talking roster now. Guys who you think about that OKC roster with Ibaka, Russ, Harden, Stevie Adams. Like there was a lot of talent on the roster. This roster is loaded. Even with Fred out, Amir Thompson, he's not an all-star this year, but he may get some votes. He's playing the one, and he's been pretty solid, man. He had a triple-double the other night. He's scoring. We all know Jabari Smith is coming around. You still got Stevie Adams. Sengun's an all-star. He'll be an all-star. Sengun's an all-star. Stevie Adams still give you some bench points. Reed Shepard's coming around. He's coming around. He's figuring it out, how to play his role kind of as a point guard / shooting guard, but he's doing well. So they have it all. They have wing defenders. They got the length, the height, and they match up well with OKC. So Rockets at 3. Number 2 are the Lakers, man. And the Lakers they've won 5 in a row too. And this is really about Luka, man. Luka's put this team on his shoulders, and he's getting a lot out of these guys. And I'm not a DeAndre Ayton fan. I'll be the first one to tell you, man. I like Jackson Hayes more, because Jackson Hayes can roll to the rim and he gonna dunk everything. But DeAndre Ayton been playing well, man. 17 and 8. The other night he had like 20, 28 and 11. But when you get a guy like Luka, he can get you in that pick and roll, and you can get to the basket or get easy mid-range shots. Makes life a little easier, because he's gonna draw a double. Guy's gonna have to make a decision when he has the ball, and he's a great passer. Makes life very easy for the guys around him. And you can see, like, Rui's getting easy looks. Ayton's getting easy looks. Lucas has a very high usage, but he does get guys shots, right? He's going to shoot a lot, but he gives guys open looks, man, just because of what he demands defensively. And I think Austin's back in a couple of days. We won't see LeBron till late November. That's when things are going to get very interesting for J.J. Redick. Like right now, if you see the pace of this Lakers team, they're kind of fast. How is that going to work with LeBron? Is it going to slow down? Who's going to dominate the ball? Is LeBron ready to, play that second fiddle and just get in where he fits in? It's going to be interesting, right? Because you got Austin Reeves on the right. He's the one that's going to hurt the most, because his touches are going to go down drastically. So we'll see. But right now, they rolling. I'm pleasantly surprised. I don't know if we fully back together, but pleasantly surprised. And then number 1, I got to stick with OKC. I mean, they 7-1, 8-1. They just lost to Portland. Portland's probably my number 16. Even with the injuries they have, no Dame. Drew Holiday is playing well. I talked about this guy last week. I forgot, Avila or something like that. But he's good. Jeremy Grant coming off the bench has been 20-plus scorer. So Portland's knocking on the door. But OKC just has it. They got the best player in the game right now. And all the other guys are just improving. 2 years ago, these guys were very young, but now they're champions. They're carrying it, and they show up every night. Like, these guys show up every night. So OKC is still number 1. So that's the West. Now if we flip over to the East, again, we're going to go to 5-1. I got the Bucks coming in the 5th spot. And really the Bucks it's all about Giannis right now, man. Giannis is having an MVP type season. He's putting his team on his shoulders. They lost to, I believe they might have lost to Portland too the other night, or Toronto. But they have a pleasant surprise in Ryan Rollins. So this kid struggled. He's been struggling. You remember a few years back, and I don't know, it could have been a mental illness is real, man. And condolences to the Dallas Cowboys. On a side note, losing the defensive end. But mental illness is real. This kid was shoplifting a few years back, man. And so he must have gotten some kind of help, change of environment, came to Milwaukee, played last year, got a little playing time. But this year, with the injuries, he got this starting spot. Kevin Porter Jr. was out. It was supposed to be his, but he may not get it back either. And he's averaging, 17 a game, shooting about 50%. You really can't argue with that. AJ Green's playing well. And we finally got a Kuz sighting. Kuz had a good week coming off the bench, averaging about 18 in over 3 games. So Giannis is getting a little bit of help. Not a star-studded cast, but guys, hopefully they can stay consistent. They'll be in the hunt. They're probably number 3 or 4 contender coming out the East. As long as you got Giannis, it's a possibility. but I don't know if this is a championship roster right now. Coming in at number 4 is Cleveland. And it's just a matter of time before Cleveland be number 1. I'm sorry. They're just too talented. But right now they're fighting injuries. So Donovan's picking up a load. You know, if you watch the last couple of years, he doesn't have to do all the heavy scoring, right? You know, Mobley's turned into an all-star. You had Strus hitting shots. Now you got DeAndre Hunter. He's out for a couple of games day to day. But he has guys that can score around him. And I think just right now he just has to carry the load for a couple more weeks. And then, you know, I think that team will be more balanced, I should say, more of a balanced scoring attack. Zoe looks good. Zoe is actually leading the team in assists, man. And it's nice to see him back on the court healthy. So that's been a play. That's been great to see too, man. But I like Cleveland. But right now they're at 4. They're losing some games. They're at 4 right now. Number 3 are the Knicks. And I know people say the Knicks might win the East. I don't know. I'm not giving them the East right now. I still think they have depth issues. I don't think they're deep enough on the bench. I like Clarkson. I like Hart. Mitchell Robinson has been hurt the last few years. So I don't know if, Jalen Brunson's been great. You know, when was the last time? I think we talked about this last year. You know, a small point guard carrying a team to the championship. Been a while. You count Steph, but he a different kind of point guard. So they're okay. They lost to the Bulls. They're 5-0 at home. But, you know, we'll talk about the Bulls. You see, I haven't mentioned them, and I'm already at number 3. Shout out to you, Mikey. I'm putting you at number 2, man. The Pistons are 6-2, and I like this team, man. I really like this team. I like the youth mixed with Tobias Harris. And he might be the only veteran guy when I think about the roster that they have. Well, the whole roster is youth. They got 7 guys scoring in double digits. Duncan Robinson, welcome back again, man. I've always been a Duncan fan. D3 beginnings, go over to Michigan. The guy can shoot. So he's sort of morphed into that Michael Beasley role. He's shooting. He needs to shoot more, I think. And I think that'll happen as he gets more comfortable in the offense and how they're doing things. But they play great defense. Like I said, we talked about Duran. They got rebounding. You still got Isaiah Stewart coming in there for defense. Like they have that. And Jaden Ivey's still out. So once they get him back, you're going to have to get him back in the flow of the team. But Detroit's going to be there. And we said it 2 years ago. This team was coming. They have all the pieces, and these kids can play, man. These young guys can hoop. You think about where OKC was a few years ago. This is what Detroit is evolving into. They're going to be that type of team, and they're going to be around for a while. And then number 1, your Chicago Bulls. Haven't heard that in a long time. Probably not the Bulls are number 1. They just look really good right now, man. This team is fun to watch. And I was not sold when Giddey first came to the team. But now that I've gotten a chance to see him more, Giddey can hoop. And like I said, he's probably 1A. Vooch is 1B on this team. Billy Donovan has them playing a great team system. You think about what Steve Kerr did, how the ball's always moving. Guys are getting open looks. That's sort of what the Bulls see. You got youth. You got, you know, we figured out, I think they figured out Pat Williams. He a role player. But right now he's playing his role very well. Ao been playing great coming off the bench. He gave him 20 the other night. So let's just see if the Bulls can sustain this pace right now. That's going to be the thing. Can they sustain it? Like I said, Kobe White will be back. That's an extra boost of scoring. You got to figure out where you're going to put him in. Is he just going to be your firepower off the bench? Maybe. Because he can get you 20 off the bench. Easy. So maybe he leads the second unit. You got to figure out how he's going to fit in. But the Bulls are number 1. So I like it right now. So Bulls, Detroit, Knicks, Cleveland, Bucks. You may argue a couple of movements here or there, but I think we're pretty solid on the 5. So that's the East. So we're going to wrap things up. We're going to talk about the top 5 players in the league, the rookies, and then I'm going to give you a pick, a parlay for the night. I think this is good. We almost hit the last week. I think I missed the Joker assist, stop the triple-double. I think that's what we missed last week, but we're going to run it back on that one too because I think he's going to get another one. So right now, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go 5-1. I got a tie at number 5 right now. And the reason I have a tie is because It was hard. I can't leave the Joker out of top 5 any point in time. Donovan Mitchell had a great week and worked his way up. He may not stay there. Like I said, his usage, he's scoring a lot now because that's what they need out of him. But Donovan is at 32, 3, and 4 right now, shooting 57% from the field. Had a good week, dropped 46, as we said. But the Joker, he's on another one of these freakish years, averaging 24, 13, and 12. 7 of the 8 games, he's had a triple-double. In the one game he missed, he had 9 assists. He could be 8 for 8. Shooting 61% from the field. And Denver's, what did I have Denver as? Number 14 in the West. So that's a tie. Now, the rest of these guys, and it's kind of any one of these dudes could be number 1. I got Giannis at 4. And I think it's tough between him and I got Maxey at 3. I probably could have switched the 2. But Maxey second in scoring, leading the league in scoring. Luka doesn't lead the league right now because he only played 5 games. But Giannis 32, 12, and 6. He's shooting like 60-something% from the field right now, man. I don't even know what to say. It's Giannis. It's Greek freak. You know, he got all his brothers on the team. That's Giannis. Maxey having an all-star. Like he's probably first team All-NBA right now, the way he's playing. You've seen him every year he gets better and better, man. And his team now, I think this is his team. It's no longer Embiid's team. Embiid might be the third option. I know Embiid's going to give you some good stuff down the line, but between Maxey and VJ, that's probably could be top backcourt in the league right now. They're tough. And so I got Maxey at 3, and this was a little wild here, but I'm gonna say it. Even though he's probably the best player in the league, reigning MVP, I got SGA at 2, and his team's number 1. It was a tough call, but I'm tell you why. Number 1 is number 1. SGA is at 33, 5, and 6. He's shooting 51%. He's only scored. He's over 37 8 games this year. He's hit over 30. He's got one game where he scored like 23. His team's number 1. But number 1, man, goes to Luka. I'm sorry. Luka averaging 40 right now. 40, 11, and 9. Now, I know he's not going to sustain that. It'll go down, but it's going to take a while for it to go down because he's going to average still get 30 plus a night. So just doing the math, it's going to take him a while to get down. He's going to lead the league in scoring for a while. And he's still shooting 50%. Even with his volume, he's shooting 50%. So Luka's number 1. So Luka, SGA, Maxey, Giannis, and we've got a tie with Spider and the Joker. And again, as always, man, if y'all got a better 5, drop it in the comments. Let's talk about it. I know we've been slow, but we're getting started. We'll ramp up. We'll get everybody back, man. People are moving around, and I know I got to get my rhythm back. So, but you can expect me to be out here every Friday between 4 and 5, before 6, so you can have it for your pregame. But we'll be on the air, man. Turn on the notifications so you'll know it's out there. For your rookies, I got to go 6, man. I always go 6 for the rookies because I got to keep Jeremy Fears in here, man. Just because that's a hometown boy. That's your boy, Collis. Yeah. The Joliet West boys out there. Not getting he's getting good minutes. 25 minutes a game. He's averaging about 13 a game, but he's playing well. So no arguments with Fears. He'll probably stay in that area. He'll probably get up to 30 minutes at some point. Dylan Harper probably would have moved up higher, but he just sat out a couple of games. But Dylan Harper is averaging 14 coming off the bench, averaging about 25 minutes. But he looks good. Great number 2 pick. I think he may end up in that lineup starting. But right now, he's getting the minutes coming off the bench, and he looks good. This dude, Cedric Coward, we talked about him last week. 14 a game. He's shooting 53 from the field, 41 from three-point line. Solid. These guys are going to be your all-rookie team. Like, easy. It's not going to change much. The only thing that's going to change out of here is injuries. Number 3 is Coop, man. Coop's off to a slow start, a solid start. But again, I think this is because he's the primary ball handler for this team. Now, if Kyrie were to get back, D'Angelo, he's always been a scoring guard, right? Since day one. That was probably one of the reasons they ran him out of LA. Like, they wanted a true point guard. So Coop's handling a lot of the ball handling duties. Turnovers are not bad. he's still averaging 14, 7, and 3. Not shooting a good percentage, about 39, little under 40%. But he'll get there. And I told you now number 2 is my boy Con Canepo. I like this kid. 15, 6, and 2. He can shoot. It's amazing when you think about they were both at Duke and his role just wasn't as big, but he shined in the summer league. But he can play. He's shooting 41% from 3, and he averaging about 7 threes a game. 7 threes a game. So Canepo's going to have a good year. And then number 1 is VJ. It's his to lose at this point, I think, just because he gets the minutes, man. He's playing 38 minutes a game, and Canepo is next at 30. Him and Coop 30, 33 respectively. So time is a factor in all of this, right? The more you play, the more shots you get. The more shots you get, the more points you get. Simple math. But let's see. But those are your rookies. So we're about to wrap this up, man. Tonight, every Friday night is Emirates Cup night. So we got a couple of good games. I talked about the Rockets Spurs. That's a good one tonight. We got the Bulls and Bucks. So let's see what happens. You know, a little Midwest rivalry here, up 94. And then you got the Thunder and the Kings late night. So that'll be good. I don't know if that game is in OKC. Does Russ get a little warm welcome back? I have to double check that. No, it's a night game, so it's probably in I think it's a late game, so it's probably in Sacramento. But that'll be good. So that's what we got for tonight's slated games. It's all games. Everybody plays tonight, but those are some of the key ones. And then here's your play for tonight. Here's your parlay for tonight. So I don't know how or what platform you use, but if you're allowed to get, if you can take the over on whether or not they get a triple double. In this case, on Underdog Fantasy is 0.5 for Joker to get a triple double. Take the over because he's gonna hit. Giddy over 22.5 points. Sagoon over 20.5, and feel free to push that however you want. And then Michael Porter Jr. over 20.5. That's your parlay tonight. Right now, that's like a plus 1,400. So go ahead, put that in, get your little drinking money out of it, and that's it. So hey, another great time with y'all, man. I enjoyed it. Let's get it. See how this cup goes tonight. We got some good games that will go through the weekend, and I will see you all next Friday, man. Thank you. God bless you. I love y'all, man. Thanks for supporting me. Appreciate you.